back to my channel. Today I've got a recipe for you. It is one of our family favorites that we have made for many years. This is a regular school day here, so it is not the quietest of quiet. Probably not the most professional of professional videos, but it's a really good recipe. I want to share it with you, and I'm making it today. This is originally an Indonesian recipe that I found and maybe altered just a little bit. The peanut butter actually goes in at the very end, so it's easy to switch it out to a different kind of nut butter if peanut butter doesn't work for your family. And actually, I have one child who doesn't like peanut butter in meals, and she takes it out before I add the peanut butter in, and it's still very good. So it's easy to do this without peanut butter. I'm gonna be making a double recipe, but in the description box, I will put the instructions for just a single one. And for the double recipe, I'm using this whole 6-pound bag of chicken thighs. I've definitely done it from fresh and not frozen, and that works just as well. This is a crock pot meal, but for the first step, I usually do try, if I can find time, to brown the chicken a little bit ahead of time. These frozen chicken thighs are going right into my frying pan. I have not thawed them at all. I'm usually not thinking ahead that far. And I am just gonna get them a little brown on each side. That is not enough, before I throw them in the crock pot. Frying them up ahead just gives them a good little different texture, I guess. Makes them a little crispier. Although sitting all day in the crock pot, they still get very, very soft. So I don't know if I've ever done it actually without frying them ahead in this particular recipe, so I can't tell you what it would be like without that. But I do like to do it. Brown them up a little. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna work on my sauce. I love to make foreign type ethnic foods, I guess. Compared to the traditional American foods of maybe a steak and potato, an American dinner, steak, potato, and vegetables, this kind of goes a lot farther for a large family and with kids. Also, I like my kids to be used to all kinds of flavors, and when you're making your meat stretch farther, it also is cheaper. So there's a lot of good benefits to finding ethnic flavored foods or stews and soups like that. And then when we find one like this that we really love, we keep using it over and over. While those are frying up, I'm gonna make the sauce that goes over the chicken. So I'm gonna start with 6 tablespoons of soy sauce. And like I said, I'm doubling this recipe. This recipe would also be keto friendly and Trim Healthy Mama friendly too. Next, I'm doing 8 cloves of minced garlic. So if you're like me and you buy the store-bought stuff ahead of time, it would be 4 teaspoons. I'm a little generous with the garlic too. Let me tell you one bad thing about this recipe. It will make your house smell so good while it's cooking in that slow cooker all day that it will make you want to eat all day. That is a cooking hazard with a really good slow cooker meal. Now I'm gonna use minced ginger. You can mince up your own from a fresh root. It would be even tastier and stronger probably, but I'm gonna use 3 tablespoons of this. I really do like the cheap method. It just saves me a lot of time. This is a busy homeschool morning for me. I've got a lot of teaching to get back to, and I don't have much time to stand here mincing up garlic and ginger. Also, I kind of forgot about my chicken over here, so that's gonna be nice and brown. And I'm gonna throw these in my slow cooker. Okay, I shouldn't be doing this one-handed. Some of them in there to start with, and new ones browning over here. And I'm gonna get back to this sauce. Okay, next I'm gonna put in 6 teaspoons of sesame oil. Sesame oil tastes so good in Asian flavored meals, and this is one that you want to keep in the fridge, I believe. I always do. I think it can go rancid pretty quick. But I never have that trouble when I leave it in the fridge. The last thing I'm gonna do is this red pepper. I'm gonna do about 1/2 teaspoon. You could definitely do more or less. This makes it mildly spicy, I would say. And my family's good with that. I would say if you don't like spice, you definitely don't want that much at all. Maybe just a little pinch. And if you like it really spicy, you can add up to even 1 teaspoon in this. That would make it pretty spicy.
Can we do it spicy this time?
We're not gonna do it too spicy because I want everybody to eat it. I got some kids that really like spicy and some that don't that much, but they all seem to be able to tolerate half a teaspoon in this double recipe. These guys take a little bit longer to brown up when they're frozen than when I've used them fresh, but it's not too bad, especially because I can do other things while I'm browning them. As you can see, this double recipe fills up my crock pot pretty good, which is cool because some of them are too full. Double recipe. I'm just gonna pour this sauce on top. Yum! I can't even tell you how good it smells. If you cook with these ingredients a lot, you know exactly how good it smells. Okay, I'm gonna scrape that out. I want every last drop, but assume I already did that. I'm gonna put on the top, an important step, and I am going to cook it on low for 7 hours. You could do high for like 3 or 4 too if you don't have that much time. Actually, I realize it's almost 11 here. I don't have that much time. Oops, and I did on high anyway. So I'm gonna do high for 4 hours. It's probably really like 3.5 that it will only take, especially since I fried them first, but I will check on it. And it's good when that meat is just falling apart. I'm gonna come back and show you the one last step, and then I'll tell you how we like to serve it. Alright, I got some clean dishes sitting around, but this is the final product. Well, not quite final. It smells so good in here. Let me show you what I'm going to do next. I like to pull out all the chicken and put it in this casserole dish, and I'm just using some salad tongs here because these are really soft pieces. If I just use regular tongs, thanks for filming me, Luka, then they fall apart. Oh, they're falling apart now. So I'm taking them out, but I don't want the sauce out. All that good garlic on top, yum. Okay, next we're gonna add the peanut butter. For this part, I like to use natural peanut butter. And you really don't need the sugar added, so might as well not, right? I love this Trader Joe's peanut butter. I think it's the best deal for natural peanut butter in my city. That's really natural, like no sugar added. So I'm gonna do 2/3 cup of peanut butter and put it right in that sauce and then whisk it together.
Okay, the peanut butter's in there.
Okay, I got it all mixed in, and at this point I pulled out chicken for Belle because she likes peanut butter in some things, but not in meals. I don't like making separate meals for different kids that don't like things, but if I can adjust something in there to make them like it better, I am happy to do that. Now I'm gonna pour this sauce on top of the chicken. Okay, there it is. That is the final product. It is really, really good, and we like to eat it on top of brown rice, and we almost always eat it with peas, cooked peas on the side. I don't know why, it tastes really good that way. Here's a plate for one of the kids. I haven't added the peas yet, but it's nice because there's a lot of sauce, which helps him love that brown rice too. To keep it low carb, Solo and I usually eat it on top of cauli rice while the kids are eating it on brown rice. But we still eat the peas too. It's good that way. And this will get eaten up fast. That's our Indonesian peanut butter chicken. So if you guys try it out, we'd love to hear. if you like it. Thank you guys for watching today. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.